Okay, welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen, both from the German side, DLI, Germany, and Zambian side. I'm Evans Lukomana here from Hamburg, one of the hosts of this important program or conference, short conference, I'm going to call it, because there are no drinks. And here in Germany, I am accompanied by Mrs. Lizzie Chalwe. I hope I'm going to pronounce her surname properly. Boche, is that right? Or Boche?
Bocha. Bocha. Bocha.
Bocha. Oh, I'm going to go back to school. Thank you so much for that. Yes, she is one of our um, counselors uh, regarding the programs that we do between Zambia and Germany, Africa, and the partners globally. And she's going to be also sharing sentiments on this platform. Also, from the human side, we're going to have a young lady called Avino. She's Zambian. She's just a fresh graduate. She completed her au pair here in, I think, near Hanover, and she want to be sharing one or two words with you. At the same time, from the Zambian side, we are got the directorate and the student ambassadors, plus other counselors and managers. And we cannot conclude the introduction without mentioning the reason why we exist as DLI Germany, that is the student body. They are present here. And we've got the students that are studying with us, together with the Kiev Slavonic University of Ukraine. And they want to be writing their final exams in a couple of, I think, days or weeks, I think from 21st, 22nd to 23rd. At the same time, that is, they're finishing their first year. And we've got as well the au pair students that are German bound, and they are busy now doing interviews with the host family and the au pair partner organizations is right here in Germany. And this is the reason why we are here. So we said that we cannot wait a second, please mute your microphone. Okay. I thought he was writing to me. Yes, please, when you join in, make sure that you mute your microphone so that we've got some tranquil in the background.
Okay.
Great. So when we invite you to speak, then the microphone is going to be on. So welcome as well the student bodies. Then as well, we've got student professionals. As you know, we've got a lot of programs that we do in between Germany and Zambia. We're supposed to be between Germany and Africa, but first we decided to start with home. Okay, this is not corruption. Zambia has really been behind in as far as anything to do with Germany is concerned. We've done quite a lot with Ghana before, Kenya and other Western African countries. It's high time we empowered our own. So this platform is only composed of the the Zambians, and we are happy to host you. We've got teachers that are coming here. We've got nurses and other professionals. And we thank God that this project has got the blessings of the Germany or the German state or government, if we may say it that way. And all of us, we know how much we didn't know anything about Deutschland. And we have preached so many times the beauty of Deutschland through Diverse Learning Institute. And we thank God for your support as directors, managers, counselors, the student bodies. So when we hold our hands together, I'm telling you, our children's lives are going to be well shaped up. What I mean is this: any parent, all of you could be in 20s, you could be teens, adults. One time you're gonna have families, and you'd love to have your families be able to be educated affordably. And this is the journey that we started doing. And that affordability, you can only inculcate it between where you are and Deutschland or Germany as a country. These are some of the secrets that we came to unveil. And unfortunately enough, we don't have our colleagues, the university service, were invited, but they are having examinations tomorrow and after tomorrow. So quite busy this time preparing for that. But nonetheless, we are good to go. By the way, those that wrote the final examinations, the German language, I don't know, today I was as well communicating to a colleague working in the post here, because normally they sent the results, that was last week on Thursday, and today's Thursday. It's supposed to be 2-3 days they're in Zambia, but because of Corona, which I came to realize they've taken longer. I think Ambassador Fred is going to share on that one with also THL. There are his findings today. But nonetheless, the results are out. Tomorrow, probably after tomorrow, we're going to be getting them. Next week, we're going to have our very first graduation ceremony, German language international results for the first time on our Zambian soils. Thank God for that. Getting back to the agenda here. So I'm going to start to run through the agenda which you still have. Then we're going to have Mrs. Chalwell Botsher to give her speech. Then we're going to have Madame Avino, former au pair in Germany. Then we're going to have the directorate and the ambassadors with the word from the Zambian side, ambassadors and councillors. Then we're going to have the students' questions. Okay, so as I am doing my short speech through the agenda, students, this is quite important that you take note of all the points. Very, very, very important. Take a pen and some notes, especially the au pair students.
The back.
Microphone, please. Thank you. Yeah, especially the au pair students, because this is a sensitive phase where you are, or we are together with you as we are guiding you. The couple of 2 days I've received some information from the host families and some organizations on some uncomfortable lines, which of course is not your problem, because there is cultural differences in terms of communication between the Germans and the Zambians. So this is the bridger that we are going to do. We've talked about these things before. We've written to you, and sometimes readership from that other end. That's always been my cry, that when we send information, make sure you read and follow. I'm a Zambian, I'm African, and I know what it means. When I send something from my office, I know it's some warning. Please hold on to this one, follow it exactly. These people, they have never been to Zambia. They have never even been to Africa. Okay, so what you write, what you say can affect your process positively or negatively. And that's why we are, you shouldn't worry. We say, Alice, not doing everything is okay. So point number one, the KFC final examinations and the venues. Yes, earlier on it was posted, I think, that the exams were going to be held in Lusaka at University of Zambia. I think there was some miscommunication. What we meant was that the next, I think starting January, German University Service, German exams, they are the ones that are going to take place in Lusaka. As for the KSU final exams, you are going to write from your respective place or places. Though we are still looking at the statistics, I think Ambassador Hagai did a great job. He sent a list of those that submitted their details, and the list after this meeting is going to be shared on your groups. Check, control your names and everything. Then we're going to figure out who lives where, so that, for instance, if we've got one person writing or two persons writing from based in Kabwe, and 10 are in, or 15, 20 they're in Lusaka. And these two just have to travel to the nearest point to Lusaka and do that. But we're going to work on that one, and you're going to receive the details, if you didn't worry. That is this evening after counter checking. Then we have sent you the revision kits towards the final exams. Those lecture videos, please go through. You know, it's not that easy to have contact classes during the COVID, or what is it called, coronavirus situation. For instance, DLI, we succumb to the European Union, German or European Union rules and regulations. We have to be very careful, because if we lose a life out there, we are going to be answerable here, because the lines are bold, and we are told every page of the website or every page of any document that you share, you have to write, follow the COVID rules. COVID-19 kills. I know out there it is life as usual. And I was reading an article, it was shared to me, that Zambia is one of the top, I think 6 or top 8 safest countries on earth. So on earth, where corona is, which is a big thing. So which simply means life there, out there, is normal. Here life, I tell you, even on the streets now, you have to wear the masks. There are posters everywhere, masks. There are police everywhere, you know, guarding. You don't have a mask, they give you a tag, you want to go and pay 500 euros, quite a lot of money. So life here is totally different the way we see it with corona. So you have to understand when we say, okay, you are going to do these lessons via Zoom, looking at such aspects. But come January, next microphone, please. Oh my goodness. Let's be responsible. As you come in, please just know that your microphone is going to be off. This is quite important, so that we don't spend much time. Okay, because it's quite distracting. I forgot what was I talking about. I was talking about the corona issue. So in any case, the exams are going to be done in your respective area. And okay, let me check whom to. Brian, switch off your microphone around, bitte. I tell, sorry, I'm trying to mute somebody, but I don't know. I can't mute. Okay, perfect. I've muted that. Okay. The dates, number 3, dates of exams mentioned. Yeah, I was talking about revision. Please make sure you follow the instructions on the revision kit that was sent. Okay, you've got 10 days plus also. Those revision kits can change your life. All right, download them and make sure with your tutorial groups you revise together. Remember, these are the very first final examinations we are having with Kiev Slavonic University. They are not prepared. Please, I've always said this. I am just a manager here, okay? I don't prepare the exams. I don't mark the exams. No, I'm your mouthpiece. I don't know how the papers are created. They're gonna come straight from Kiev Slavonic University direct to our chancellor there. And it's gonna be the chancellor to distribute them to the centers. So don't be casual to say, oh, no, Mr. Komuna is there. Like I've been receiving messages. So how are the papers? Like I said, come on, you've been with us for 1 year. This is the first year you are writing. And when you receive the module packages, it's written on the modules at the bottom. Paper 1 is going to be like this, paper 2. So please pay attention to details. That's how you pass the exam. It's not just about reading physics, chemistry, and stuff, business. Pay attention to the instructions, okay? Lest you pursue or study what is not supposed to be. The exclusion of CATS for your KSU final exam. Yes, we've removed the CATS continuous assessment test because I think some students, I was told, did not submit the full papers, or some students didn't receive their results, so they don't know where they stand and everything. And we discussed this with the Kiev Slavonic University. So say, please, this is it. We don't want students to lose the marks just because of the CATS, continuous assessment test. Why don't you just assess them fully on based on this final exam? And thank God that that has been agreed upon, and this is what is going to happen. So do not worry in case you had missed one or two cuts because of load shedding. If you remember, the cuts were done always online, and this helps you that missed because of load shedding and non-electricity. The nature of the exams, yeah, I've spoken about this. The nature, just go back to your syllabus or your module. It is written down there. And it's not like the cuts where we put you on Zoom, we gave you the papers, we monitored you. No, this time they are printables, okay? Printables with the invigilator at that center. Time from here to there. And there will be videos connected to the university checking how everything is going on. So quite serious as it were. Then remember, I've received some email. What about the practicals? Pay attention all the time. I want to tell you something. In any learning environment or systems, there's what is called, it's even written in the Bible. I know we are all Christians here. I don't know if this is in the Quran. My people perish because of lack of knowledge. My people perish because of, what is knowledge? Knowledge is not solving, Sokatoa, or I've forgotten mathematics, or organic chemistry. No. Knowledge means wisdom, discernment. You are given instructions. I'm sorry to say this. There's an article somebody said that if you want to hide any information from an African, put it in a book. To some extent, I've started saying yes. Before I came to Europe here, I used to say these are racist and fighting and stuff. But when I came here, came a leader of this organization, and I have seen that when we are educating, I'm telling the truth, the Syrians, the Germans, we can't even talk about the other Europeans, the Polish and them, they are quick to pick their stuff, not because they're intelligent. This is what I know, it's not racism. I believe as Africans, we are so intelligent, but we are taken away by so many activities. We have to survive, we have to do this, and we start forgetting about getting back to our book. That's why an African start in the last minute and get distinctions. Now, what I've come to figure out here, the Africans that are so many here, they are from Ghana, Nigeria, Ghana #1, of course, Togo, and the like. You would find that people coming to the office who have been here, I'm only 13 years, for instance, or 12 here, they're coming to figure out information because I've got much time to save on our people here. I want to say the truth, which Madam Bosha is going to share. Our friends here, Germans, if the contract says work from 9 to 17 hours, you can't tell that person, hey, can you wait for me? I want to get information at 17:30. No, you don't know each other. We know each other during the office hours, but sometimes, many times, I prolong 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, I'm still in the office. I'm just attending to my brothers and sisters from Africa over the information which is there, written, but they haven't read. They have not read it. And other people have taken advantage of them. Or consultancy, just come to the office, a queue. Come on. This information was circulated by the state, was circulated by the council, was circulated. we didn't read. So I don't want our beautiful Zambians, when you come here, to be in that one. Not at all. When you have the information, life becomes much easier. So please, when we send the information like this, KSU, OPEA, and everything, don't look at the end result, because the end result, your coming here is going to be affected by the knowledge that you gather in between. And that knowledge, you can only gather it through reading. I can talk like this on video, can replay the video. But every time, if you figure that when we post information, we say, according to the German government, according, these are enshrined. Please read. Because even when you are communicating with these people here in Germany, they are able to draw the lines. Ah, she knows, she doesn't know. Like 2 days ago, I've received some messages from our au pair new organization and said, oh, there's a problem here. That's why I called this meeting. Was supposed to be called, I think, next week. I said, quickly, we're going to call it. So please read information. I don't want us to be part of the definition. If you want to hide information from an African, put it in a book. No, we are so intelligent. All we've got to do is read and follow the instructions. I know we are busy trying to make ends meet, to leave a book behind, but would you love to be running up and down making ends meet, yet the solution is on that paper, which we have sent you, or which you've got? Not at all. Okay? So please do that. So then, questions to the student about the au pairs. What do you know about au pair? This information, I will not dwell on it longer. We sent you the links even before, before Corona started, when we started interviewing some of you and stuff, educating you with German language, we pumped you with the information. Sit on your couch, read line by line, so that when you are communicating with the organization, they are asking you, I know some of you, you're already doing interviews. Let things, I always talk about, be ready before the opportunity comes, than to start preparing when the opportunity comes, because that takes your time, that nerves you out, and that makes you sweat when you are communicating with them. They know you are not ready, you don't have the information. If you don't have the information about Germany, why should we invite you? As the host family, and DLI, who's your manager, your anchor here, is gonna have problems. So please, let's not take this one. We're gonna take another or other students. You get a point. I was just blocking Argentina organization. They have been on our office. Please, let's they have got well trained, and we have got so good experiences in America and everything, sending our pairs there. Now we want to discover Germany through DLI. I said, no. We are still working with Zambia. When we are ready, we're gonna get back to you. We don't want to be tempted to start pulling other countries because our Zambians are not ready. And mind you, it's the first time that we are going to be having such bulk Zambians on au pair. When you open the bridge, okay, on a sound note, I tell you, your young brothers and sisters, they will just be coming without interviews. And it's already happening. The few Zambians that we have received here, all of them we have interviewed after au pair. They're, oh, Mr. Lugomona, what should I say? The host family is saying, don't leave our home. Even when you are going to university, you'll be coming from our home. Why? Because of that value we have as a Zambian. Being obedient to our parents, respectfulness. We've got it all. But the only thing that I'm worried about is leadership and following the instructions. When you do that, you left here, I tell you, you are going to move mountains. Some who don't even have young brothers and sisters, they say, okay, just bring even your cousin. Since you are finished, bring your cousin or anybody you know. This is how you win the confidence of the Germans. This is how you win the confidence of the Germans. So what do you know about au pair? Go through, even now, as you are chatting with the host families, just be ready. And I've always told you to say, there are certain questions, you can't answer everything. The knowledge you are having is Zambian based, okay? These people, the knowledge they have is German based. So how do we bridge the gap? It's you or it's us who need them, okay? Them, they can go elsewhere. They can even get our pairs from within Europe. But thank God, they said, no, 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 no. Europeans, we want Africans. So take advantage. So when you receive certain questions from the host family or from the organization, I've always said, please send forward that question to our pair at therestllearninginstitute.org. Or this time, I can sacrifice again myself on my WhatsApp. Inbox me. I'm chatting with the organization. This is the question. There are certain questions you can answer. What's your name? Answer your names and everything. When were you born and stuff. But there are certain questions you may think they are not important. Okay, in our Zambian aspect. But here, every line makes sense and is very important. When they ask you today, you answer with X. Then you want to say, oh, sorry, I meant Y. To them, in Zambia, it's okay. You forget so much. That's our culture. Here, there's what is called first catches the defect. Even when you meant it well, that it was just a mistake, they'll start, why did he or she change? Are you able to swim? No, I'm not able to swim. No, because Mr. Komuna said, swimming is one of the most important things needed by players, because sometimes, you are going to live as a family, you go together, you swim, you drive. Do you have a driving license? Or can you drive if you don't have a driving license? Because in Zambia, what is driving at 18, 19, 20, it's not common. At that time, it's here. I don't know what happened. See, here, just went off. Yeah, because in Zambia, we know only mama and papa have to drive. Here, driving starts at 16 years old, 16, 17, and so on. So it's a normal thing. Are you able to drive? If you are able, say yes. Okay. If you are not able, say no, but I will learn. Because to them, it's a big factor. As au pair, you are given the keys. As au pair, you are given the keys. Oh, you want to be taking our son to school in the morning and pick up the car. Over the weekend, you drive together. Also, riding a bicycle is important. In Zambia, somebody was laughing yesterday. Microphones, please. Cholwe Hatuma, I'm going to help you. Maybe I can do it from here. Cholwe Hatuma. Perfect. Thank you. You've done it. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I said, in Zambia, when you tell somebody, you ask somebody, do you have a bicycle? It's like an insult. Okay, bicycle signifies like poverty. No, here a bicycle is much even important than a car or a vehicle. So when they ask you, are you able to ride? You want to say yes. Okay, even if you don't have one, very important. Why? Because especially in nice weather time, summer especially out, you want to go out as a family on bicycles. They don't want to be riding bicycles you are chasing behind. No, it's family bonding. Our pair application process and help needed. I've mentioned this. As you applying, for you, our pair, like we said, you know what you like, you know your likes and don'ts. We say it in English. Okay, so don't just pick that family because you want to come to Germany. No, we don't want to straight. Okay, please, microphone, if you are joining, microphone, you disturbing. If you just join, check your microphone. Okay, what was that thing about? Yeah, the likes. Please, if you are not ready to be here, can you log out and come back? Oh my goodness, I'm going to remove. If you don't switch off the microphone, I'm going to remove you, please. Time, we've got other meetings coming through, so time is limited. Thank you so much for being quiet. Perfect. Great. What was I talking about? Now I'm derailed. Oh, Fred, can you remind me, please, my last point?
Application, au pair applications.
Application process, very good. I was saying, as you applying, please It's not the same application you are applying within Zambia. Cultural differences. When you find a certain line, yeah, I was saying, don't just choose to live with a family because you want to come to Germany as soon as possible. No. In your family, you have never smoked. There's no smoke in the house. Then that family, it's gazetted according to the government. You have to put as the host your traits, what you do as a family. If they and stuff just because they want you, no, it's okay. I can stand the smoke. No, go to the other family. Thousands and thousands of families here. Then when you come across certain points, oh no,
Sorry, sir. Excuse me. Please mute your microphones. We are kind of on a tight schedule. Everyone, kindly mute your microphones, please. We will not repeat the same words again. This is more important for everyone. We have to understand and listen to every point the president is giving out right now. So please mute your microphones until told otherwise.
thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, distracted again. Where was I? Yes. So when you come across a question on that form you are filling out, you are not sure. Don't say no. If I ask, time will fly. It's better you lose, okay, 3 hours or one day by asking in Germany, or you ask your regional directors there. They are knowledgeable. They have been on this, okay, since we started the repair project. Ask, okay, Madam Tonga, Madam Belinda, Madam Zimba, and so on. What can I do? How should I answer? Or how should I fill out? Do not let 1 second just pour your cream, okay? And if you feel like here, you can give false information, you go to the other partner or pair, or you change the information, they are integrated. They will know, we will receive your Mr. Komona. This same name, this is what he has said. This is what he has said to the other one. You disqualify yourself. Here in Germany, I want to tell you something. There's what has been called zero tolerance of corruption. Corruption in Zambia is based on money. Here, just was heißt Lügen. Lügen is cheating. Back home, it's normal. Hey, you cheated. I just wanted you to understand. Here, Lügen can cost you anything. Mr. Gomana wants to become a governor of Hamburg one time. Then they just said, Mr. Gomana, when you came after, not even in school, you cheated in school, you cheated this. Here, there's no compromise. It was just the change. You will change. I've cancelled myself. That's why sometimes you are behaving like you are not just, you have changed. No, I have changed for better things. Okay, there are certain things I did in Zambia, which I know up to this time have caused our country and other parts of the African countries not to thrive. And I decided not to be part of that, but to do the things which have seen these countries that developed. So they don't have copper, no diamond, no. What should they be giving us the money? They give us the money because they do the right stuff. So also, I will not cheat on your behalf. I will say the right stuff. So please, as you are filling the forms, do the right thing. Where you are not sure, inbox me. Sir, how should I answer here? I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to let you know. Very important. That's on the application process. Number 8, our pair organizations and the host families. Yes, we gave you. That's why you are on there. Sometimes I speak too much and preempting the forthcoming points. Now, as you are communicating with the organization, I want to give you an example. Just within Zambia, yourself, you are in Zambia, you meet a new friend, could be in school or at work. There are certain things you talk about, isn't it? You will not just go directly to that friend you maybe gotten a job at a bank today, then you go to him because you've had lunch together today. Tomorrow you say, hey, I'm waiting for my salary. Can you lend me money? I don't think even in Zambia it doesn't work like that. It's got to build a relationship. Even to applicants of our pairs, do not quickly ask for help. if you can't manage an air ticket or what is good. Yeah, in fact, it's one-way ticket. You don't have to buy in on Solo or go and come. It's one way. You don't start communicating help when you are just moving one way, when you just communicate. Oh, my phone again. I don't know. I can't mute some people here, but I'm the host. Right. Please, microphone, there's no name there. Coming something. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is discuss pertinent issues. Okay? Don't go to the money aspect. Don't show. We know the reason why we have put the affair in Zambia, and we have been blunt, we have said, this project, this program is not meant for the rich in Zambia. No, the rich can all, maneuver around and pay this blocked account. It was living in Germany, 10,000, now 6,350. But we need the middle class and the lower class. So for this point, what price are you going to pay yourself as our payer? What price are you ready to pay? One, we have brought the free accommodation, that is the host family, to you. Now, guess what? You are coming to Germany, one of the top 4 countries in the world, now rated since 3 months, the best country in the world, number 1, followed by the USA and them. We have put that kind of a carpet, red carpet, in front of you. For you to access this country, look at your friends and neighbors that are going to China, where there's nothing. I was at the talking to the ambassador, the deputy ambassador last time. Says, Mr. Komana, you can't believe it. We are in Germany. We are on calls, communicating with the embassy in China, helping stranded children who have to come back to Zambia, which can't happen in Germany. When you come to Germany, when you go to China, your parents will still be there, coughing money to you, sending. There are some people here who just came from China, who joined us. They can testify. I've been communicating with the parents how many plots they sold out. In fact, in Zambia, it's the opposite. In Germany, I receive calls from parents. What has happened to my son? Is it true he's sending too much money here? This is Germany. It's the opposite way. They don't send you the school fee. You work, you make your own money. So now, as you think of coming to Germany, to come and I call it, or we call it, paradise of the and life is Madam Kaweti is going to mention something. If you live in Germany 6 months, they give you a house in England, you run back to Germany. Terrible life there. Here is calm life. You only fail yourself here. Now, if we are leading you to this country, what are you going to put on the table from your side? We were begging you, please, Corona will finish at one time, the borders are going to open. Continue learning the language. Continue learning the language. Some were lazy, but thank God you are here because you continue learning the language. And Zambia, Germany is saying, come. The family OPA was even telling me, please don't allow other OPA organizations to take Zambians. We just want Zambians. We can take 60, 70 at one go. So now the door, last time, if you remember last time when I was convincing you, please don't go away. Teacher friend was complaining. Oh, sir, now because of Corona, the numbers of students in German language has come down. I said, Fred, time shall come. We have spoken. I believe in continued preparation, even in terms of calamity, because one day calamity shall finish. One day calamity shall finish. I'm a Christian. Noah, you know the story of Noah? He was being laughed at. Oh, look at what he's doing, the boat and stuff. Time came. But him and the family, beloved ones, they survived and created other generations. This is what I believe in. Now you are here, work hard, tell your mom, dad, please, it's high time. All right, let's borrow from Uncle ABCD. Let us borrow from Sister ABCD. Though you quarreled mom with us, doing very fine. This is how, we brought, before we came to Zambia, yes, but we brought Kenyans, Ghanaians. This is how they did it. They would come, And goodness with Germany, in no time, within the first 3 months, you have paid back the money. How much is an air ticket I was checking from Zambia? I think it's between 450, 400 to 50, which you can easily take back. What I figured out, I'm a Zambian. I live longer in Zambia. A Zambian, we carry pride. Even when we are supposed to ask for help, they will think like violence. No. You know what you are looking for? You're looking for Germany. When you got a German passport, no American is going to ask you on the border, what have you come to do in New York, in Chicago? Your Japanese is going to ask you, no Chinese. You are going to the whole world. Now, for you to take the whole world in your hand, don't sit down. Do something on your own. Fight for the money. At least, even when you've got something, you are asking the family to say, oh, please, I've tried my sweat out. I'm just remaining with 2,000 kwacha to buy a ticket tomorrow. They will understand. They will know. They are received. Oh, we have got a couple of students. Now they have all got one problem. They can't buy. I said, we are just new 2 days, 3 days in a row of recruiting when we opened. Already they are begging. So please, my word is don't talk about money. Talk about your lifestyle, your hobbies, your strengths, okay? Little weaknesses you have, which you can work on. Germans, they want to see the real face. The real face. What? Just talk about that. Build the relationship. When you video together, chat. Avoid talking about money. Okay? Here, money in Germany, if I call somebody to say, please, I want to borrow 4 euro, 5 euros, or 1 euro, I'll give it monthly. Monthly, this person is going to call me, oh, where is my 1 euro? You get a point. Because a cent is a very important. In Zambia, if I ask for 20 kwacha, he won't ask it back because he or she knows it's nothing. This is not German. This is not German. So one, remember, initial stages, don't talk about money. Build the relationship with the host family. Okay? Build the relationship with the host family. What do you want to do at the end of the day? What do you want to do after our pair? Talk positive, talk education, talk development. And embed as you talk, please don't say, oh, after our pair, I want to study in Germany, then I want to work in Germany and help my family. You never know who you're talking about. Remember, any embassy on earth, that's why they are embassies. When they were coming to Africa, there were no embassies. When they got what they wanted, they said, no, now we are developed. We don't want to be flattered. When you respond, what do you want to do thereafter? Because these people, eventually they are going to send you invitation, which has to go through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and connected to the, one second, somebody connected to the German embassy. What would you do? Oh, I want to learn it, come and develop my country in these areas and stuff. It's okay. Okay? Don't be desperate. I just want to run away from Zambia because the economy is bad. No, they don't know about Zambian economy. They know about African economy and corruption. So you gotta be smart as you communicate. Very, very important. Even when you are going to the German embassy, what do you want to do at the end of the day? Oh yes, because for payer, I want to do exchange, learn the language, the German culture. We never knew about it. We are, we are British colonies, so discovering German. And of course, I'm going to be getting a salary there, which is going to help me in the future and support my family. That's the language. Do not be desperate. They do not dwell on desperation. Back home, in our beautiful countries in Africa, we give jobs, we give opportunities under desperation. Here it's different. So take note on that point. Our fair country of destination, as I close, where? Because, for instance, our pair department, as DLI Germany, we are registered, I think, to take our pairs to 20 European countries, US, Canada, and the rest. But at the moment, we are focusing on Deutschland, Germany. I know you can go to England. We have got a link office there. You can go to Poland, we've got link office, Ukraine, um, where Canada, no. If you get in Canada, I can't lie to you. Australia, no.
Chongo, USA chiliapo.
Austria is nearby here, okay? It's nearby here, just a plane, 1 hour. We are at your doorstep. Switzerland is just across here, even with a bicycle. So anything to do with Germany. And why? Because of the aftermath, free education and great life continuity. So make Germany your first priority. Of course, you can spread some wings to any other country, but make Deutschland your first priority. I've spoken so much about the beauty of Deutschland, where I've said if you were to put $20 million on the table, say, Mr. Gomana, you go and be based now in the US, I would say no. I've never seen a gun in Germany here. And statistics have it that students that have come to study in Germany, at the same time others have gone to England, they've gone to the US. In Germany, they finish according to the calendar. The other countries, life is just, I don't know, they're delayed and that. Parents crying, complaining, we don't want you to be part of such a culture. Germany is calling. Au pair and the German language. Yes, au pair and the German language. Of course, statistics have it that those that are applying for au pair now, the number is big. Of course, they need a big number. Those who did German language are fewer. And these, I've figured out, are the ones who want to do it secretly. Because I didn't do German language, I want to do it secretly. At the end of the day, ultimately, they are going to come to my phone. I haven't given no German office we work with. They won't know what to talk about. Sometimes, not sometimes, many times, I act as your lawyer. Just make sure to make it good. They'll call me. What about this one? Oh, he hasn't done the language. Be frank. We have said, let's start with those that have done the A2 language. Even if you haven't yet written your final exams, at least you have attended classes. We can put a case for you. The exams are coming. Is it, Fred is going to talk about, I think it's December. Exams are coming. Okay? Then we get those that have done A1 or A1, and we give you the certificates. We have to do the right thing. It is for you, it's not for us. We are not profiting anything here. Our profiting is to ensure that we change and we give you a good life. Do the right stuff. If you do it secretly, you spoil your future, which I wouldn't love to. So be truthful. Go to your general director, country director. Please, this is my situation. I found a family. They're asking for it. What should I do? Okay, we can pick it up from there. Than you yourself making a mistake, which is going to give you depression, unnecessary depression and stuff. So please do that. And again, for those that qualify for au pair, if one family says, no, some they can just answer no because they're busy. Oh, they are bad people and stuff. No, they have found maybe your friend or other person. Okay, it's normal. Go to the next family. Don't take things personal. That's all about success. Success, sacrifice. Okay? Sentiments. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about anything. When one door is closed, the other door is open. That's the life that I know. Okay? Last time when we were closing, because of our parents, some of the parents were on fire now. Oh, no. I said, what can I do? Me, I'm just representing you here. I can't go and tell Mr. Corona to say, open the floodgates. Meanwhile, get to school, continue learning the language. A delay is never and shall never be a denial. This is what I know in life. A delay shall never be a denial. It's always a success. After this meeting, I want you guys, just on a motivation speech, you go and read the lifestyle or the background of Amazon, the owner, Jeff, the one who is now the richest on this, not on earth, on the planet. Read that short documentary. It's going to encourage you. Never give up in life, but get counsel from the people that have walked that kind of a life. Some of us, we have sacrificed to be here. For you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen that are German bound, Some things that we speak in meetings here, if you were to hear them, you say, wow, Mr. Komana, thank you so much. We can tell you when we are putting cases for you. When we are talking to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, we are talking to the universities, we are talking to the presidential offices, we are talking to MPs and staff. You may not know, for the love of Africa, and especially Zambia, which has been lacking behind in terms of international connectivity at the youth direct level. The partnerships that you have had in your schools or somewhere where you just used to see posters in school, Kamala High School, oh, we are partner with Denmark, we are partner with Swiss. You only see the headmaster and the deputy are the ones that fly. And you don't even see the effects. You don't even receive books from them. But us, we did the other way around. We brought it to your ground, to your doorstep. We have been receiving, calls from ministry in Zambia. Oh, well, can we give you somebody as a counselor from the ministry? Oh, politely, no, sir, we are safe. When we need your counseling, we're going to invite you because we know the effects. It will be now, oh, my children, my relatives, we don't want to do that. We want equal share. If you qualify for it, take it. If you don't qualify for it, don't take it personally. Be prepared. And your time comes and you cross over. And that's how you run a transition life from our country and beautiful continent of Africa to Germany and Europe at large. Our pair interviews, I've spoken about that. And please, it's quite important. When you prepare for interview, when they write you to say, can we have a Zoom tomorrow or after tomorrow, inform your regional director there. Oh, Mr. Kaluba, tomorrow I'm going to be having interview. Any tips? Very important. We have gone through life. Wisdom is important than anything, the Bible says. Wisdom is very important. Consult him. Even if you have read everything about UPEA, about Germany, consult Madam Sylvia, Madam Belinda, Mr. Fred, Haggai, whatever. These are people we have trained there. Consult them. They are going to give you just one tip will change the ball game. Tomorrow they will be sending you a ticket. Very important. Before interview, get back to us. Financial preparations. I've spoken about that. Behavior as an au pair. Okay, that will come. We have sent you documents. When you hear as an au pair, please, one parent, I remember when we started this journey, if you're not strong, you can stop everything. Said, tevuka wife nomba utwatwala abana. I said, parents, look at this. Where you are yourself, your children are able to make a cup of tea, okay? And they serve you. What's wrong with our Zambian child here to make a cup of tea and give this family? They give you the room. They give you, you live. If you read that document we sent from the government, you have to live as a family. There's no servantship, no. Like I've always said, why? They are busy people. Otherwise, they wouldn't need an au pair. The wife is working, the husband. What about our little boy or our little girl? Needs a brother to help, but that brother is not there. So we are getting from Zambia. In Zambia, can we give Kavoy motoka? Not at all. Can you give Kavoy, oh, we are in Hamburg as au pair. We can come in go and play around there and stuff. Come back safe. No, you are a family. Avino will be talking about the ex-au pair. All ex-au pairs that I've said, whatever fire by the host families, you want to go from Zambia because I know what we are gifted with. Ask a Zambian boy, give me water. He will ask you, do you also need some tea? This is how we are. We go an extra mile. European au pairs, they don't want them. Why? Because they have too much of laws. The government says, if it's just taking to school, coming back, that's all. No, why should I go with him shopping? You know, those challenges are always there. So being au pair, just continue the way you live at home, and you're gonna see. One girl was telling me to say, Mr. Komona, before I came, how my friends, my family were, of all the countries, Germany. I even found more love than I got from Zambia, from my own parents. More love. I was even shy sometimes. I said, no, you people, you are just treating me so. I thought it was just the first week until the last day. This is how people are here. They respect the rule of law. Don't beat a child, they will never beat you. Don't shout. And it's written there, if they shout at you, call 111, I don't know if it's 112, they're reprimanded. So when you are here, just be yourself. You only giving in how many hours as au pair. It depends on what you agree. Sometimes maybe 8, from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you are done. What are you going to be doing? Develop your life. That's why we said, even when you come here as au pair, you haven't finished our KSU studies, you continue. When you do your pair, you are on your computer, you're studying, you're learning. When you're graduating as au pair, you've already got a certificate in your hand to take you to another level. So don't worry, the boy, it is just that you're coming to meet another new family in your life. And that new family, guess what? Other people here, former au pairs, they are even made links with the German family, with the Zambian family. Oh, when I'm coming to Zambia, they'll be coming. That's how you build it up. In between, me, I advise people, don't just end it up with, smiling and stuff. Go business. Tell your parents, now we have created as a family, hey, Dad, I can be sending you cards from Germany. You can be sending them. That's how you run life. What kind of other success are you waiting for? That's it. And just that success is coming only through an air ticket you bought one time. Do you know how much people are set to settle in the US, in England, in Canada? You need to have not less than 250 or not less than $300,000. Come on. Those are multi-millions in Zambia. But Germany is asking for, is it 3 digits? Think about it. So before you make a decision, before you make a mistake, run through these kind of things I've talked about. Quite important. Finally, after au pair and your further studies, the next slide, well and good. Remember, the main reason is you are running away from the 10,000, or let me just say 11,000 US dollars, where you have to live alone and everything. It's quite expensive. Now I was calculating, oh, the kwacha has gone down. That's about 300,000 kwacha. That should be a pension of somebody. So you are brushing away this amount. You're telling your parents, don't look for this. Don't sell your farm. Don't sell the houses just to take me to Germany. No. That host family is going to keep me free of charge. Besides, they're going to give me my pocket money. Before you finish, and I'm saying this in advance, okay, I may not be there to say it again. Do not be carried away with good life. You're in Germany, oh, we are in France now, oh, we are in Spain, you are posting on Facebook. It happens. Then you start coming, oh, Mr. Komana, au pair is finishing in 1 week. What should I do? Nanaka, most of the Zambians, it's like that. Nanako here, I'm always riding between cities. Oh, I'm going to, Madam Belia, Mr. Komana, do you have time? Can we talk? No, I'm in Berlin, I'm in Bayern, I'm in Cologne. Ausländer behold the foreign ministry queuing up in Corona time, making a case, please, let this boy stay, let this girl stay. Life can't be like that. Prepare beforehand. Before that, if your contract is 6 months, it's 2 months before, you are finishing your pair. That is with our office. Okay? Oh, in 8 weeks, our pair is finished. Next step, okay, we prepare your next life. Because your foreign ministry, because here it's not like in Zambia, foreign ministry have to no. Here, your city, or what are they called, provinces or regions, every province with its own foreign ministry. We communicate with them, oh, this girl should be finished. We have written all the documents. We just give them. You are graduating from here, your next life is switching, because what you have gotten before is au pair visa. You have to change it now to studies visa. And you need at least 2 to 4 weeks to apply for that. So also we need 4 weeks to prepare at our office. Also the foreign ministry in your region, they need something like 4 weeks. So that way there's a smooth transition. We don't want to start involving the lawyer. Oh, it's a difficult case. She has got 4 days to go. Okay, we go Dr. Ablas. We've got another Zambian. This, oh, he writes a paper, becomes expensive to DLI and you, okay? So follow that. Never be carried away. Time moves very fast. I know what I'm talking about. 6 months, you are in your pair, in no time, your pair is finished. So put your alarm, put your clock on there. And that's been my presentation. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna invite now, I think I've spoken so much, but it was worth what? We're gonna have Mrs. Carol Botcher, our special advisor from the Committee of Special Advisors based in Germany. Then we're going to have, I've seen Mr. Alex Mutale there, our special advisor as well from the Zambian side. Nice to see you, sir. Madam Chairman, please introduce yourself, where you live, and what you do, and a piece of advice to our German bound. Probably 5 minutes or 10 minutes can do. Sorry, I've taken too much time. Madam Liz, Madam Bosher, it's your time. Your microphone is mute. Your microphone is, oh, is it me? Supposed to, let me check. Okay.
Is it clear now?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Is it clear?
The microphone was closed from this side. I'm sorry about that. You can go ahead, please.
Okay. Okay. Good evening. My name is Lizzie. I've been in Germany for 12 years now, going 13. I came here, or fortunately or unfortunately, I came through marriage. I met my husband in Zambia. I was working there, and we met in Zambia. He came on a what do you call, for internship from the university. And we met in Zambia. We lived together for 6 years. Then we migrated and came to Germany. We have 3 kids. And what I can say, I live in a small town. It's the eastern part of Germany. It's called Greiz. It's really, really small. So I've gotten to say the first-hand experience of living in Germany. Well, when people are saying, oh, Germany is bad or Germany is good, I believe understanding a country is living there, understanding how the people think, how they do things. So like what Mr. Evans said, Zambia and Germany, they don't have a relationship like they have with Ghana and Germany. They have a long history together. So we have a lot of Ghanaians here, Nigerians, Zambians. From my statistics I read, we are about maybe 500, the whole country in Germany. And that's really not a lot. A lot of people are scared to come here because they say, oh, they're racist, they're this and this. I live in a small town, eastern part of Germany, where they say it's really, really, they're racist. I've lived here 12 years. I've never experienced anything. What I can say, oh, wow, this really scared me. I mean, there could be, yeah, 1 or 2 people saying, oh, you know, young people say something. And then when we came here, I was the only, maybe only 2 Black people in this town.
Wow.
And I just told myself to say, look, I came from Zambia, capital city of Lusaka, and there are so many people, and then I come here in a small town, and I was like, what am I doing here? How am I going to stay in this country? I mean, there is really nothing for me, and it's too small, and there are no Black people. You know, you want to mix with your fellow Africans, but there's a reason for that. Number one, my husband comes from this small town, but after living here, and when I meet my friends who live in the bigger towns, I think I know more of how Germans think and do things than the ones who live in the bigger towns, because they can meet the African people. You know, it's like you left Africa, but you're still in Africa. I think Mr. Evans understands what I'm trying to say.
Indeed.
So in a nutshell, like he's saying, when the people, you people who are coming, like Germany is lacking nurses, teachers, and even the au pairs coming, you are going to be the first wind generation, the first windward generation from Zambia to Germany, because the German does not understand us. We were colonized by the British. So they know the Nigerians, the Ghanaians, and then in the 80s there were also the Mozambicans. They came as laborers, and most of them came. They speak perfect German. They grew up here, but one thing they never did, when it was even easy in those days, is to go to school. You find some of them, they're drivers, bus drivers, or they're just on the government money. I've met them. I work at a school. Before that, I worked as an integration assistant for the refugees from Ghana, from Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and all that. Then I joined the school. So I was able to advise people how to integrate in Germany. But most of them, like these from Afghanistan, they're like us, like African. They think, oh, everything must move fast. I should get my papers and then everything's going to go my way. They moved here. They come in the small town because they were posted in different towns all over the country. And then the ones who came here, they're like, no, I can't stay in a small town. I just get my papers. Then I go to. I received a rechargeable LED torch and a small portable radio. Somebody has the microphone on. So they went to the bigger towns. Within 6 months down the line, they came back to say, no, we want to stay here, because what they were looking for, what they were searching for, I mean, you can get it in the bigger towns, make no mistake, but the thing is that they were too much in a hurry. Instead of being patient and learning the ropes, you come here, learn the language, understand how people work, how do they do the things. Don't be in a hurry and be very honest. The one thing that will not be difficult for anybody to find in Germany is a job. If you get your qualification, you train yourself, you do everything, the job will call you. You'll not be going to look for a job. It's the list of your problems. But most people don't want to learn the language and they want the easy way out. In this country, there's no easy way out. You learn, and there are times that I wrote out a few points here. Number one, please ask questions. In the job market, at school, even to your fellow friends, ask questions. It doesn't have, because with Zambians, we try to think to say, I know if I ask, they're going to think I'm dumb. No, we all learn. We learn every day. Ask questions, no matter how silly it can be. Number two, don't be shy to make a mistake in the language, because that will give them to show them that you're really willing to learn and you're not shying away. Because most people will hide ourselves to say, no, I'm not, they're going to laugh at me, then you don't want to speak. And the Germans, they don't have the patience. They speak it as it is. So in a nutshell, you find that you're going to think they are rude or they're being racist, but this is their culture. Because for them to do the job, they don't believe in this dally-dally and say, oh yeah, no, yes, 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 yes. They're just going to say something that you'll not like. And then in the end, you start announcing the race card. That should be the last stroke that you use as a race card. Be professional and know what you want. From my experience, this is how it works. And then the other thing is that with Germany as a population of, most of them are aging, it's an aging population country. So they're lacking young people. And when you compare it to Zambia, Zambia has got a lot of young people, but we don't have the jobs. Here the jobs are plenty, but they don't have the people. They'll go to the Eastern European countries, like Mr. Evans said, or they get other countries. But Zambia, we don't have that. We don't have stirrings. We're not there. So you young people coming here, use it. And the list, like he said, when you go to America or England, you need a lot of money. You have to pay this and this, this and that, this and this. This, all you need is that do your job, things you come. You have a comfortable life. Of course, you'll not be rich. I'm not saying it might not happen, it can. But you know what? You'll not have to worry about the little things that we worry about in Zambia. Work, 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 work. This is a working country. If you want to go to a show country, get on a plane ticket, go to America, go to Hollywood. This is Germany. They need nurses, doctors, teachers are needed here. And the other point was culture differences. We were colonized by the British, and Germany is far from a country one can understand, especially coming from an English-speaking country. Then you come, we don't even understand our own British people who colonized us. How are we going to understand the Germans? We come here, know you're a guest, and behave like one. Of course, you're not saying you have to be bound down to them, but be professional, be confident, and do the things as it is. There are so many laws in this country, you won't believe it. Certain things they'll frustrate you to say, I mean, I can't even do this. Maybe they are doing this to me because I'm an African. No, it's written. They'll tell you on Sunday you can't cut the lawnmower. You disturb the peace of the neighbors. You don't have to do that. You can only do it on Saturday up to 14 hours. Such kind of laws, which in our culture, it's really nothing. You can't party if you're living on an apartment without informing your neighbors. So there's a lot of laws that some of them every day you live in this country won't even know. You just go there and say, oh, I want to do this, but it's not allowed. So please, for the people coming, it's exciting that, oh, I'm going to a new country. You take the pictures, show on Facebook, but know what you're coming to do. The young people, yes, you make mistakes. It's normal. We've all made mistakes before, but please, you have people who are trying to help you. And this organization is not doing it that they're getting money. The reason this organization is there is because we don't have people here from Zambia. The other people who come, even the Thailand, they come there. The Zambia here scenario, the statistic, we are not so many. So it's not like, oh, maybe he's taking money from wherever. No, things here are done in black and white. Whatever you do, the government is somehow involved. So there's no backshish or whatever you may think. So know that when you come here, you're coming on a clean slate. This is how this country works. Then, what was the other point? Mobbing. There's one thing they call here called mobbing in jobs, especially in the medical field. Mobbing is like when people are, what's the English word, Mr. Evans, mobbing?
It's the same mobbing.
Oh yeah, it is, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like bullying rather. So there's a word which is very popular in jobs. They can mob you, but they only do that if they see that, one, you don't know what you're doing. You're not capable of standing by yourself. Or standing by yourself, it doesn't mean that you have to insult or what, or call the race card. You have to, when you're arguing your point, argue professionally. To say, when you're honest, they are not going to find a way of mobbing. Even in schools, it's there. Sorry. So for me, what I would say is that if you have any queries coming to German, please ask questions. When I came here, there's a book I bought. It was written by an English person who lived in German, and he wrote it in a very simple way that you can understand it, how to be a German. And he wrote it in a comic way, but it was really exactly what this country and how people do their things. So I would also recommend Mr. Evans that when the people come, I would buy those books and give them to read, to say, maybe understand it from another person's perspective than from ours, you and I living here. So you can know what this country is. So when you experience something, you're going to relate to say, oh, I read this and I was told about it. Because we have also a mistrust with ourselves as Zambians to say, but why are they doing this? Why are they trying to help me? It is nothing to say, oh, this organization is getting money from you. Yes, it's like an organization, it has to make money. But the thing is that there are other countries queuing. We're in Corona times. And most of them are running to this country. The British are moving. Some are getting their citizenship for German. So why should Zambia lag behind? All the time Zambians go to America, they go to England, but right now things are also not really as rosy as we see it on TV. So for me, those are just the headlines I'll tell you to say. I've lived here, I live here, I work with these people, I work in an organization with over 100 employees. I'm the only Black person there and the only Zambian. So I'm not talking from without, I'm talking from first-hand information. How this country works. I've represented my country well, I have my kids here, and I know how things work. So what I'm trying to say, if there's any questions, please, I'm available. And I can say a lot of things to say from the time I came here to the time I'm here, what happened, but there'll be another time for that. We all have experiences. You come here, you imagine this country is like this, then you have your different experience, but you get to your destination. So I think for me, maybe that's what I can say at the moment, but I've got more information.
Awesome.
I hope that's okay.
Awesome, Madam Bosha. Thank you very much to the nail. Don't go away. There want to be some questions. I know you will be resourceful again. Perfect. Thank you so much. Well, beautiful. So you took that one. 100 employees, the only Zambian, the only African among the Germans. Anything is possible. Life is the way you take it and the way you make it yourself. Beautiful. Next, okay, I received a message from Avino. She says she's in class online Zoom. Oh, she's a student now. Yes. Okay. Anyway, if she comes before we finish, she can join. She's in class. Let's have some word from. We're gonna start with from the Zambian side. Our counselor there, Councillor Mutale, Alex Mutale. A word, sir, to our beloved prospective travelers. Oh, sorry. I have to unmute you. 1 second. I'm not so good at these techniques, 1 second, sir. Oh, here we go. Oh, we can't hear you, sir. Can you hear him from there? I can't hear him.
Hello?
Oh, yes, sir. We can hear you now.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. This meeting has been quite important for our Zambian youth because you'd find that most of our Zambian youth have no interest in such programs. And I'm sure after this meeting, people have gotten two or three things from the meeting. It's quite awesome. Here in Zambia, I'm quite involved in trying to recruit more Zambians to join DLI because most of them don't have the information. I started with the church where I'm going through and trying to encourage the youths together with the parents so that they can encourage each other. The parents can encourage the child, and also the child can demand whatever he needs from the parents. It's quite difficult, especially this time around in Zambia, where most of the parents are not meeting their needs, and they require a lot of efforts to make sure that their children are in school. But nevertheless, I try by all means to tell them ways and means they can raise money, because if you look at what DLI is demanding, it's quite on the lower side compared to what is demanding from Zambian universities. You'd find that most of our children, especially where I'm living, is quite like a township setup where parents depend mainly on the mines, and the mines are not doing very well in Zambia. So they have to do other so that they meet the needs of their families. But nevertheless, we are trying our best, and I will just encourage the youths. They don't have just to stay home, browsing the Facebook and things that cannot make a waste of their life. What they are supposed to do is they should find a way and means of enriching their lives, so that in the near future they can enjoy. They don't have to enjoy now, because now it's their duty to go to school and learn, so that they enjoy later in their late years. So the best I can encourage our youth here is that make sure you grab whatever is being given here, so that you don't regret in the near future, because age is catching up, and very soon won't be the same, and you'll find that even the opportunities are getting slimmer and slimmer as you grow old. So the best you can do is do what you can do now when you are still young. Your duty as a youth is to go to school at the moment, so that you create your own future. You don't have to suffer in the near future. There is this tendency in Zambia where people feel, when they finish grade 12, what they have to do is just to join employment and start getting money, and shortly they get married, shortening their lives and shortening their lives to offer to the country. They have the duty to learn now, so that they can even help our Zambian fellow students who are coming behind us, so that we don't regret. We have to make way. When people are moving away, others have to join, so that we have a firm and a strong foundation for our youth. So youths, grab this opportunity. Is quite important, and make sure you utilize to the fullest. I think those are the words I had for you. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Few words, but to the point. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you so much again for the help you're giving to our organization, spreading out the word there. One day, Zambian labels will be Germany with Zambia, not too much labels China with Zambia, like we found last year when we came on a tour. Okay, Germany has got a lot to give to our beautiful country. There are a lot of projects that are on the table. We are planning with Zambia, but we can only achieve them when we have got a foundation created between Zambia and Germany. Awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Let's have, okay. I think one ambassador from, for the time's sake, one or two ambassadors there. Let's start with the international German ambassador, Fred Schuler. This is the gentleman that has been really teaching German language on the Zambian soils. Unbelievable. Now the university service, they want to snatch him from us. And I'm fighting hard to say no, it's still under DLI. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine, and how are you?
Awesome.
Same, likewise. Oh, yes. My name is Fred Chola. I'm an international German coordinator. Also running exams for all Africans, and let me just say countries in Africa. I'm in charge, and I'm also encouraging the youths. Of course, I'm also part of a youth to, put effort with the language itself. I know in the beginning we've been singing the same song over and over and over for a long time now, that wherever you go, you have to behave like a certain place that you get to. If it's Germany, for instance, when you go to Germany, you have to behave like a German. So you cannot behave Zambian when Germans don't know what Zambia is. You cannot speak Bemba with a German and expect that person to understand you. So those are the small things that we needed to tackle. And of course, most of you who are here are one of my students, and you know that I've been harsh on you at times. I think I'm critical and all that, but of course, I would emphasize you guys do sich vorstellen, introduce yourselves in Deutsch and German. It's kind of easy for you to, memorize your words, easy for you to keep that in practice so that one day when you're able to travel, you're able to, practice with what you've learned. I mean, a German is more excited when they hear you speak even a little bit. Okay. Take for instance, for me, a few of you know about my story. I applied for a university in Germany. That was last year, and there were no scholarships. Unfortunately, no scholarships to be handed in. So Mr. Komona himself, here, the president, had to advise me try to kill two birds with one stone. Join the au pair program while he's waiting for a scholarship. I did that, and of course, lucky enough, I had to find myself with a host family. This host family, trust me, up to now, I'm still in contact with him, and it's been a lot of months. I was supposed to leave for Germany. I think that was in that was in February, March, somewhere there.
Yeah, March, April.
February, March. Actually, that was February, March, as I recall, because Corona came in March when they closed the borders. So I was ready to go. I had to undergo some, of course, what you call this, interviews. I had to undergo some interviews at the Germany embassy, and quite all right. I was very, very ready because of the advice, of course, I was being given by Mr. Komona. You have to be ready for anything. Know your goals and know your dreams, because you cannot just, jump into a moving train without expecting yourself to even hurt yourself or crash and fall, or the train running on you. Because once you start your own journey at your own pace, you're able to catch up to it. I created a certain connection with my host family, who became like close friends, or in short, a little bit of a family. We haven't met so far. And what I did was I would tell him about myself, my family, how Zambia is, the culture, a few things and there. The person got interested because, I mean, German, they're used of their own culture. Now to find out that you've got such things in Zambia as a culture, it was more interesting. So I could ask for anything. The person is more excited because, I want to learn about Zambia, just like I'm so excited about Germany. I want to learn something about Germany. I'm a guy who's so interested in cultures. I've lived in Russia for about 7 years. I speak Russian. I've got a specialist degree in aircraft engineering. It's also fun for me. It's like I built something, a journey that I can brag about. It's not about me showing off to everybody or making you feel jealous. No, all I'm trying to say is you can also create something, a background for yourself that you can also tell some other people. You encourage those people through your deeds, what you're doing. Me having these qualifications, it's simply telling you that you can also have them, you can also do them. If you want, you cannot make Germany as your final destination. It's just a passport for you to travel all around Europe. It gives you those insights to Europe for free, of charge. Of course, the German language is a key. So most of you who've been joining the au pair program, as Mr. Komana was talking about, some of you are joining because you're desperate, you haven't been coming for classes, and you expect a miracle to happen. I'm sorry, miracles don't happen if you don't practice. Practice makes perfect. All these people that you saw here, Mr. Lukomona, Madam Liz, Bocha, these are what we call people who talk the walk, okay? They've talked the walk because they've been doing it. I've got a principle of saying the people who walk the walk and who talk the talk. There are people who walk the walk, people who talk the talk, people who talk the walk. So these, of course, can confuse you because one who talks the walk is somebody who does exactly what he wants to do. When you talk about something, I want to complete my master's, I want to complete this in education, you're simply talking about what you're going to achieve, and you're basically walking through that state and you're going to do it. But those who just talk the talk, only talk, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but never achieve anything, which is very bad. The bad mentality we have here in Zambia, we all like to brag. I'm going to do this, my dad's got this, my dad's got that. the most important thing is think about yourself. What do you want at the end of the day? You are the next future. Your dad's property is not yours. Even if the cars, the houses they have some pride in your own things. You might have all that, but it's not in your name. Even if they are left for you, you never end them. You never fought for them. But something you're going to fight for is something you're going to cherish for a longer time. These are just my small points on Alpea and also the students' motivation. Now I'm just going to talk to you about the results. Of course, a lot of you students have been complaining about the results. When the results are going to come out, it's been a long time, it's been a while, no updates and so on. Maybe they are lies. Maybe, I don't know if you think we're hiding results somewhere. No, of course not. Your results are out. Of course, they were printed out, certificates were printed out. As promised, those who qualified, you get your certificates. Those who didn't, you only get your results. I don't know who's qualified yet. Your results, I've been tracking them. Of course, online tracker via DHL. And so far they are in Johannesburg. Hopefully tomorrow we'll receive the results and I'm going to collect. And of course, on behalf of DLI, your job is also to what? To pay up what you own. Because if an organization cannot function, of course, without any funds. I mean, you cannot get free education and expect people just to teach you without them eating or surviving on any means. Even that small money you're going to be paying, that very tiny money is what is making DLI survive and help other friends of yours to come in, okay? It's not, of course, the money, as you can see, the money is not much. Try to look for other organizations like Goethe Institute, go to online and just search in these countries how much you're charged just to write an exam. Very expensive, and imagine just tuition fees is very expensive. Look at traveling also just to go to Namibia or Kenya, just write those exams. It's very expensive. And looking at university service for the first time coming into Zambia, giving us this platform to write exams. Trust me, this is something that I even said, guys, take advantage of this moment. It's you're part of the history making. You guys wrote the first exams. Show what you're capable of doing. Because once we entice this university service in our country, we're able to even bring our young sisters, young brothers, uncles, sisters, those who are doing teaching, doctors, nurses, those are needed. And imagine if we have that board on board with us Zambians, and also recognized by the embassy, the Zambian embassy. Trust me, we have created something. And also for it to function, of course, it's not just going to function just by I paid, let's say, university service fees and DLI. Who cares? Let me just get my certificates and learn the language. That's for free. And let's have a heart because we're helping one another. Just like Mr. President came in, helped most of you, most of the students to have this opportunity to write his exam. So do him a favor also, please try to deliver also your fees with our organization so we can keep running and we can keep helping you. Even when you're in Germany, you are still going to run back to DLI. You will not go anywhere else. Not even the Berlin embassy in Germany is going to help you. It's kind of like the system is broken there. Okay, I was on one of the meetings, of course, the system is a bit broken, so you won't run there and say, please, embassy, I need some help here, I don't have funds, or they're trying to chase me out. They'll just tell you, oh, the ticket is ready. Sorry, my friend, we're going to see you in Zambia. Come next time when you're ready. You understand? But having DLI, as they mentioned to you, is kind of like your lawyer. Take advantage of this, okay? It's going to make sure when everything is done, you want university, you run to Mr. Lokomona, hey, Mr. Lokomona, I need this. Is going to help you. So right now, take these things seriously when you're registering. Make sure every point is taken. Read every detail. Even when you're given the vertrag, some of you know what a vertrag is. I hope so. If you're given the contract, okay, which is required by Alpea, once you're given that contract, read it thoroughly. Make sure you get every point. Understand how much you're going to be getting an allowance, how much hours you're going to be working, okay? You cannot just get a contract, just like he said, do not rush by, no, I just want to leave Zambia, any family I get, and then you find working hours are more like 9 hours, you don't have resting days and you work on weekends, which of course is not allowed, but you signing that contract, of course, That's your fault. You cannot take it anywhere. You signed it. So make sure you read every part, understand it, and be able to even sign it back and tell your host family, okay, I like to do this on weekends. I like to do that. Be frank, be open. They're ready to support you, and they're ready to learn about you from your country, what you're able to cook. They give you time on the weekends, cook what you want to cook. If it's in Shema, it's what you show them how it's eaten. They'll get used to it. That's how you bring cultures together. As Zambians, I know that we come a long way, and we have a respective background, so we're able to respect our elders as well as our the family that we're living in. So we can keep on doing that, and it's going to give us a plus. Once we create Zambia as one of the best countries to come to Germany, it's a plus for us, and we'll have more stars, because when you go online, you check for Zambia as a country, let's say registering for something, you will not find it. In Europe, Zambia is unrecognized. So let's try to recognize Zambia also, so that they can know this person is from Zambia. I'm sure most of you who are registering on Au Pair World, you're able to see that there's only Zimbabwe and Zambia is not included, which of course is very, very sad. I mean, as a Zambian, we're supposed to find Zambia. Okay. So please, guys, let's work hard. Let's follow the rules. The borders are open for us right now. Let's take advantage of this moment, even including our managers. Let's work together. There's a lot that we need to learn, and there's a lot also that you also need to learn. Of course, there's Germany on your site, on your plate right there, which is very sweet. I mean, come on, it's very nice having an opportunity to go to Germany. But also, if you also add up something about a language, take interest in something like, okay, you're a manager and learn the German language, even if it's A1, it's just a little bit, you're able to communicate. It's also a plus. We go to Germany and like, oh, these are our elders that represent Zambia, and are able to say some phrases in German, in Deutsch. That's very good. I mean, that representation, the children, also the youths also are able to see our managers are in Deutschland, and they're able to say some few words there and then. We're encouraging them. So that also should be part of our agenda as we start, because next year we're going to have a lot of work. The borders, of course, the vaccines have been tested and so on. If they're very successful, trust me, everybody will be ready now to move to Germany. It's been a long wait. It hasn't been easy for all of us. The dollar is very high. The euro is now what, 25 kwacha, very expensive. So nothing is easy at the moment. And imagine when we started, we were all excited and saying, okay, we're going to make it. The euro is okay. Now Corona comes in, ruins economies and all that. So that aside, next year is a blessing. So let's work together and let's make DLI as well as our youths representable and recognized worldwide. And also, lastly but not the least, on the exams, we're still having some discussions on the exams. The exam date hasn't been given yet, because the other exams, of course, going on. Now, we want to see also some students who are prepared. This time, I will not allow any students to jump in on an exam if you're not prepared. There have been some consequences that has happened and a lot of reports. And of course, I'm a Zambian. I also want to try to help my fellow Zambians. I mean, I just don't want to be in German by myself. I want you guys also to feel how it feels to be in German. So University Service had some consents. Most of you just jumped in exams without preparing yourselves. We had the case, of course, I'm sorry to say this in Chipata, but the recordings, it was very bad, of course. I know there was a case of saying our computers are bad and all. Yes, but it is true. In Zambia, we have bad computers, and at the moment, there's nothing we can do about it. All I can say is I wanted us at least to just work harder to find means. If you say you're ready to take an exam, it means you are ready. Rather than if you say you are ready to do an exam and then you start giving excuses, Germans don't like that. So I was on fire on that. And I said everybody's ready, because every manager said we are ready. So for me, that's an answer. So if I submit that report, everybody's ready, and this was to happen, it was very, very sad on our end. I hope next time, if there will ever be such an exam be conducted in different centers, please make sure you report accordingly, so that we don't have such hiccups in the future. Of course, as Mr. Lukumana said, probably we're going to have maybe 1 or 2 centers, which is Lusaka. Okay, the main center is going to be in Lusaka, so people will have to travel, which is of course unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do. And the university service had to say we have to minimize on centers so that we're able to monitor things easily. So those who wrote the exams, of course, congratulations. And of course, Mr. Lukumana has promised us a graduation. Please attend, and there'll be more information for you guys, those who are going to go under Arbeit, which is working visa. You're supposed to have a B1, which is mandatory. So make sure that you get more information on that. Information is also important. And I wish you a great day, everyone. Thank you for actually attending the meeting, and thank you for listening to me attentively.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ambassador Fred. Great. Yeah, just before the next person in brief, I just want to say something which just came right into my mind. I think it's been mentioned by Fred and Madame Boschra to say, because normally some people would feel that because of this venture, this bridge, okay, DLI gets a funding from Germany, which Mr. Lukumana is not releasing. I'm telling you, if we had such kind of a funding, I would even say, please, all of you coming, 60 plus or 70, we are going to send you the money, buy you the tickets, you come, then later on probably it will be free, or you can pay not even a single DLI Germany, unlike other many institutes. Why we got formulated was to promote the English system into German trades. Therefore, we are not sponsored. We are a private entity. We are not sponsored by the state. Though we are registered, but we are never sponsored by the state. It is just now, this time, that we have said, because of Corona, has taught us a lesson. State institutes, all of them, since Corona came, closed everything, they got all the substitutes, even paying teachers who are not teaching and everything. But we, in our case, we were found wanting. But thank God to the German government. They say, okay, they have to quickly change. Even private entities, they create jobs and everything. We are going to be paying for you, your rent in the building, okay, and to support your staff with some little money. So that is how great this country is. So don't think, oh no, Mr. Lukumana said, no. Some of us, we believe in just impacting, helping first. I mean, millions, billions. I mean, these are things that are just in the air, which can follow you when you change lives. That's why you see, even those managers that you see in Zambia, do not think they are swimming in money from DLI. A lot of time, they sacrifice the hours. We chat midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Not that they are swimming in the money. That's why when a friend says, if you owe us that 1,000 kwacha, 2,000 kwacha, it is going to go a long, long way. But as per se, we have got a lot of projects between Zambia and Germany. When the funding is coming, the whole Zambia is going to know. And one thing that I'm going to tell you is that Freddie says, you shouldn't even think as well, oh, since it's in there, Mr. Lukumana yesterday was in Berlin Embassy and stuff. No support. Fred had that meeting, which we had, where students in Zambia were complaining against the embassy, and I was there, I stood up. At the end of I was the speaker number 7. I said, the embassy, I'm so shocked. I was there, presentations last year, October, what we are doing. All these problems that we have, it is DLI, especially myself, who drives up and down helping these students. And the embassy has never come even to say, oh, Mr. Lukumana, for your lunch, for your gas, for not at all. They don't even know what happens. Fred head. The Secretary General was even saying, you represented the ambassador, said, sure, oh, you're doing great. Where's your brochure? I said, but when I came there, I left 100, 200 brochures. So this is how life can be. Some people can be in diaspora, just, putting their interest. But me, I don't worry. I don't worry, and I do not need the embassy, not at all. The agenda I carry together with my colleagues here in Germany is totally different. So Do not think we are wallowing in wealth. Oh, if I don't pay, what is 500 with DLI? No, it, it is worthwhile. So we would appreciate your support. But we are not saying this because you are coming. No, we are just saying if you owe us, please put that on the table so that we have to pay Mr. Freddy's teaching and so on and so forth. Continuity. Okay, great. So the directors, Ambassador George, do you have some words in 1 minute before we go to the anchors of DLI back in Zambia?
Hello, sir.
Hi, sir. Good to see your name.
Thank you so very much. I don't have much to say. I think most of the things have been exhausted. I just like to say is to send my gratitude and thanks to you for the time that you've always spent on us, making sure that we are where we are today because of your teaching. And I would like to thank you, Mrs. Bosha, if that's the correct way to pronounce it. I think she has tackled something that we would have wanted to hear from someone apart from the president, who's always with us. Also, Mr. Freddy, I think he has mentioned good points. I think everyone has gotten something from what he has said. Then, yeah, I'm happy. A good number today they have showed up, surprisingly, because most of the meeting that we have had, the number was quite low. So, this is a sign that people are trying to come back to their normal vibrance. In the beginning, the vibrance which was there and the vibrance today is quite different. So make sure that you are the person that you're supposed to be. Don't be swayed by what you hear about what people do, but make sure you stick to your spirit and your motion, actually. So your timing is quite important. Don't move by what is happening. Be the person you're supposed to be. When you look at what you have done from the time that you came in DLI, and the thing like Mr. President mentioned, to say what you put in should reciprocate what you expect, to get in a different in a different country. What you're supposed to have in mind is, if you have never had a dream in the first place of moving out from your country, it's going to look to be very difficult. But look at it in a perspective of you having that big dream. It's not easy, and it will never be easy. If we take it to be easy, it will be difficult. Make it look difficult, then what you do will make it easy to break in a different country. That is the bottom line here, because when we started last year, believe you me, people have lost their hope, their trust to where we are today. The people that started this au pair, and some of them, they are not with us in this meeting that we are speaking because of what? Determination, focus, and the dream that they have about living a country or about making a difference in their life. It's not about being in a group, but it's about an individual here. That's what we're talking about. So make sure as an individual you put in that we are going to identify that, no, this particular person they identify by this. I had a lot of questions in my inbox, and I'm happy most of the colleagues are here who wanted to know about Upea. I was afraid to explain anything about Upea because the perspective that was going to be gotten from what the explanation has been given from President might be different. So I'm happy most of my lads are here, and I hope they have gotten exactly the picture of Upea, and we hope that we'll get a good response from them. Otherwise, the 2020 intake didn't know about the OPEA. They heard it after we posted a post in the group. They know, what is this? What is this? So, we had the questions about it. So I'm happy. I think the president has said a lot of stuff, and Mrs. Bosha and the Honorable Fred here, who has always been, there to help us be where we are today. Then, to us who started in 2019, ladies and gentlemen, we know what we have been doing. It has not been impressive. Okay, we know what we have been doing to where we are today. Most of you, I don't know the communication that you have been having between you and your parents, the communication that is coming, the feedback from the parents towards DLI is not impressive on grounds that there was the coronavirus in between our moves. Most of our parents expected us, who started in 2019, by now to be in Germany. Now, due to the corona issues, I think there has been a lot of elapses, and the payment has elapsed because of what? The delay in the movement. But the biggest issue here is how you reported the issue to them is what matters. You get? So please, if you still believe you can move mountains, you can travel, you can change countries, it's how you report, how you present yourself, how much you put in describes what or your destination. You won't explain anything, but what you do, how you play around, not within a crowd, but as an individual. That is the most important thing. So let's not forget what we do, how we behave, how we react towards everything that is done within DLI is what is going to make a difference. So I say I don't have much to say, but thank you so very much. I'm grateful and always your humble Isa to work with you and making sure that one day we'll be there at the airport to bid farewell to whoever is going to travel. Of course, that's our goal, to see that someone, you know, starts flying and all that, to be, you know, it will be a huge thing actually from our Zambian youths. Now, most of us here would love to one day step in the land where Mrs. Bosha was explaining their own Zambians. Madam, we are coming to join you. Don't worry. We have heard your cry, so we are actually preparing our bags here. Yeah, sure. No, thank you so very much, everyone. I'm grateful. Your humble Isa George.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, you have to come and teach the Germans, remember. Yeah, that's integration, not only one way to learn their language. So, pretty good. Yes, like they say, I like what you have said. Feedback, students you give to the parents, that's very important. I want to tell you the truth. If I were a person that was there for personal interest or something else, I would have quit it long time ago. Like I said, when I start 9 o'clock, I'm in the office to 5. I'm doing, you know, our stuff here. Thereafter, until maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, sometimes I sleep in the office, okay? Working on Zambia now and Africa. So then you receive an inbox, a parent is saying, my son has said this, I just laugh, that's goodness I'm given with God-given heart. I said, no, your child needs informed. There's nothing we can do with Corona or anything. The only thing, let's stay together, think positive, and look forward to. When we put our hands together, we think positive, like it is happening now. I can tell you, if I show you my phone now, 790 messages. Even those who quit, like George is saying, who quit? Sir, I'm ready to write exam tomorrow. Just because now everything is open. That's not the way life goes. Say the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And we are going to help you like that. But I'm not kind of a person to say, hey, remove that one. This is what he did and stuff. No. Forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. That's my notion. We are going to move on together, just repent and be positive. Germany, until we see many. Hamburg, the topmost tourist city in Germany, Hamburg. Zambians, we are 20 maybe, if not 15. It's not a good thing. We need you. Okay, great. So, to the anchors of DLI, the directorship in Zambia. In few words, I saw.
Hello.
Hello, Madam Belinda.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Can you hear me?
100%. 100%.
Yes. Yeah, all I can say is Ebenezer, thus far the Lord has brought us. I really thank God that this day has come to pass, and I know better days are still coming. I'm so happy to see the number of people represented here today. It's amazing. I just want to wish our students who are planning to go to Germany the best. I know everything will work out. Everything will work out. The Lord is on our side. And to the parents who persevered, please, may God bless you. I know that finally we've crossed. it hasn't been easy. Like our young men have mentioned, we've been called names. Others thought we just wanted to eat their monies, this and that. But by the grace of God, thus far, He has brought us.
Amen.
So that's all I can say this evening. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I saw Madam Nancy, Madam Mutonga, Nancy Mutonga. Our network. Then we're going to cross to also our able DDG, Francis Kaluvasa.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Are you able to get me?
100%.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good evening. Are you able to get me?
100%.
Are you getting me?
100%.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Greetings to everyone on the forum there. I don't have much to say because everything has been exhausted by all the speakers who were in front of me. But I've got only one or two issues to just cement on what they've talked about. Germany is a country of rules and laws. Advice to our students, those who are going there, hope free. If you are one of them, follow the rules. We work with rules. When you miss one, then you are out. It's a good example, like when you are on the road. You don't follow the road markings or robots, you'll be bashed in two. That's how Germany operates. And one good thing is, I like the stance which Hisa Freddy has taken. Those who have been very consistent with classes, those are the first people we should consider. Regardless of whether she's a relative or he is a relative of whoever it is, as long as he's got the qualification, I don't have anything with that. If he's got those things, then well and done. But not those people who are just going to be pushed into this because there's that door which has opened. Me, I wouldn't want to be part of that kind of program. But otherwise, everything has been said. One thing is the behavior of the students who are going to be on board. Behavior is plastic. If your behavior was bad, it can be molded into a good citizen. You see? Then you'll be okay. You see, we've come a long way from behind here. Good things don't just come so easy. They don't come on a silver plate. They are always hard to come by until such a time when God says, yes, now things have happened.
Awesome.
That's how life is, if ups and downs.
Awesome.
Then there will be. And to be a thing of the past, it will be history. Thank you so much. Wishing the best to those who will be on board the first time. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Great speech on this historical day, which shall be remembered for centuries to come. Great, thank you. Now, I think my pleasure, unless there is any other director from Zambia to contribute something, then I'm gonna open some questions to the student body. Madam Wemba, are you here?
There's Mrs. Mutonga around. I saw her.
She was there, but she's around. Madam Mutonga, please.
No.
It's like Madam Mutonga has logged out. Okay. Mr. Oliver, mute your microphone. Okay, I'm gonna mute Mr. Oliver. Okay, great. Please. Oh, sorry. Some background noise. Please, check your microphone. Microphone is going to be off. Oh my God. Where is this coming from? Okay. Anyway, difficult to deal with microphones Yeah. Okay. There, muted. Perfect. How do we do it? If somebody has got a question, there's something like raise your hand. I'm not a technical person. If you've got a question, please. A question. The student body.
Yeah, just a minute, sir. If you want to speak on the Zoom, those that have not spoken before, you can't get anything. Okay, as long as your mic is on, we're able to get you. So you raise up your hand. Your name is called. Make sure your name is showing on the people that are here, so that when you are called, you switch on your mic, then you say something. Eh?
Okay.
Then
Great.
please, this is quite imbalancing. This is quite imbalancing on our Zambian side. These petty things, they add up to our value. Every time we talk about the mics being off, this is quite imbalancing. Even the last time we had the meeting, there were a lot of whites from, different parts of the world. We are coming in, our mics on. This time around, whoever is here in this meeting, this is not the first time you are attending this meeting. You have attended a Zoom meeting maybe one or twice. We know the rules on how we are supposed to do these things. Let's make sure that we do. These simple things, they mean something. You get? They add up to our lives. So, and my fellow Isa is here. I don't know if he has got something as well to say. No, thank you so very much for that.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I haven't seen, I saw you earlier on. He's a hard guy. Okay, maybe it's my screen. He's a hard guy. You've got something to say.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've been here.
Awesome to see you.
Yes, sir. Good evening. How is you?
Always doing fine.
Oh, great. No, it's been an amazing meeting. It's been here and there learning a few things. Madam Liz has really blessed us with a lot of knowledge that we didn't even know about. It was really an awesome meeting, and I'm very happy that I was able to attend it, though we are load shaded. Yes, since I think 10. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Any question, student? Any question? Any clarification about your application? One question.
We have Elijah actually is raised his arm.
Okay.
As well as Mukuka. So I think we'll start with Elijah. I think I'll be calling them out.
Okay, perfect.
It's fine. All right. So Elijah, please go
Right.
ahead.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
I don't have a question, but I don't know whether I can call it a recommendation of some sort. I was asking Frau Boscher how possible it is if at all she can just do some recommendations regards to the books she used to read at the time when she got to Germany, so as to get acquainted with regards to what happens there.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think
awesome.
that's it.
That's it, sir?
Yeah,
yeah, basically that's it.
Perfect. Madam Boscher?
Sorry, I went off.
Okay, great. There was a question. Did you get that question?
No.
Okay, once more, sir. Ambassador
Mr. Elijah.
All right. We're asking Ma, how possible is it for you can just do some recommendations regards to the books you're reading, so as to get acquainted with regards to how Germany works and what you expect from people.
Okay, I'm going to send the list of books. Some I read them when I just moved here. Let me just compile a list, and I'll send them over through the organization. Then Mr. Evans can actually share them. I mean, sometimes it's best to get a perspective from another nationality than your own. Then you understand that. When I came here, one of my aunties who lives in Bonn actually referred me to a lady who's from Switzerland, and she's been here like for over 30, 40 years. So she told me and said, Liz, if you want to survive here, you have to understand how these people think and how they do things. Read, learn. You can read, but you also have to put it in practice. And I did that. Of course, my husband is German, but he's never been a foreigner in his own country. So you can understand that certain things I was facing as a foreigner, he couldn't understand. So I needed to read And then
Leandro got.
oh, there's some.
Leandro got the cup and he went. When I in the kitchen, he was here.
Excuse me, Cholwe, your microphone. Cholwe, microphone, please. Thank you.
Yes, I saw, you know, through reading and watching people do things, I learned a lot how they think, and you know, it becomes part of you. And this is home. My kids are German. I mean, they are half Zambian, half German, but their nationality is German. So at the end of the day, this is home. I've got two homes, my motherland and this country. So I needed to make it a home, just like my own country. So I'll write down a list of the books I've read which helped me and send to Mr. Evans through the organization. Then we maybe, like I said, I can also donate some. I'll get some and donate to the organization. Then whoever comes who's in the country, you can read to understand. Some things, it's better you experience them yourself than somebody telling you to say it's like this. Everybody's experience is different. But when it comes to culture, especially I like to read books on culture, because culture also helps us to understand and to survive in a foreign country. What we may think is normal in our country, it's not. You know what I mean? So when I go to Zambia, I'm a Zambian. I behave like a Zambian. When I'm here, I don't. It's an example of, if you go in the village, you look in the eyes of an elderly, they'll look at you like you don't have respect. But I mean, you come here, of course, even in Lusaka, it's a sign of confidence. Just a small example of how culture helps us, especially in foreign lands. So this has been this is what I can say. It's a learning curve at the end of the day.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There's another hand.
Yes, we have Kelvin Munkoyo here. Mr. Kelvin, can
you
you
said
ask
Mr.
away,
Mukuka.
please?
You said Mr. Mukuka was second.
Okay, yeah, Mukuka. Yeah, Mr. Mukuka was first before Mr. Kelvin. So, Mr. Mukuka, can you come through, please?
Okay, thank you so much, and good evening, everyone.
Great to see you, sir.
Yeah, good to see you, sir. How are you there?
Doing very fine. We are in the fridge. It's too cold.
No, thank you so much. In the first place, allow me to say I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate the team. You know, the likes of Brother George and the rest of the team. You guys were just very good people, and you do a lot to make sure that each and everyone on this team, you know, gets somewhere. And I appreciate that, and keep it up. And next up, allow me to move to what Brother George said about being serious when we are in a meeting. I think it's very, very important that you get to know why we are in the meeting, because there are so much of interruption here and there. Let's be serious with the meeting. I'm sorry to use this to say serious with the meeting, because we'll have to know when the meeting is being called up. We'll have to know why we are in the meeting. Okay, it's very, very, very important. Another thing, allow me to move to what you talked about in terms of if there are some balances, we need to finish up the balances. I think for each and every organization, it has to survive, and for its survival, it's because of resources. And I understand that here in Zambia, we are going through a hard time, but otherwise, if we really want to have this organization to be recognized, to be on the map, and people get to know about it, to become big, I think it's us, the Zambians, to make it big. And how we make it big is by way of following what are the lay down procedures, by making sure that we make payments so that we can help the organization move forward. And otherwise, I'll appreciate. Though my issue, the president knows my issue, and I appreciate once again your response. I was beginning having questions here and there. So it's the things that I'm getting into, taking me somewhere, helping out. Why this and that? But otherwise, Sister Agnes, Teresa, the president himself. Oh yes, I like your response. And you have a heart for people, not for you and your family, but also for other people from different countries. Please keep it up, and God will really, really, give you the additions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your encouraging words, and thank you so much for the trust. Eva, I can rest assure you, the master's program is going to grow in Zambia next year, and Africa we had to suspend because other countries in Africa where you are supposed to be together, form tutorial groups together with international countries, they are still doing their enrollments and they're coming on board next excuse me, month. That's why I said no, please, we don't want you to be all by yourself, nobody to tutor together or TG together. Otherwise, it is coming to pass, and everything shall be well in the area of masters programs. Because so far in Zambia, I think you are only to one physics and yourself, so non-economical. Otherwise, everything is okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. And I think, sir, we have Madam Mutonga.
Oh, great. Madam Tonga.
Madam Tonga, she's in, but I don't know if she can say something.
Do you have some few words, Madam Tonga?
All right, well, as we're waiting for her, I think we can continue with another question from Kelvin Munkoyo.
Good evening, Ho. Good evening, Mr. Komona.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Pardon?
How are you doing, Mr. Munkoyo?
I'm doing very well.
Awesome.
Thank you. I just wanted to find out about the new fees payments, the contribution fees. I was behind. I lost my gadgets. I lost my laptop. It got stolen and the phone.
Oh, sorry.
So,
hello.
So I was left behind last month. I'm one of the people who receives messages on the messengers from the people who wants to come and join our organization. Now, some people have been asking me, they just want to start the language, so they've been asking about the fees. So I just wanted to find out if there's a doc that is out which has outlined the new fees, and if there is a privilege for those who just want to start the language, how much they will be paying. So I just want to know if there is a document that is outlining those things.
Awesome. Awesome. Sorry about that. It's supposed to be answered by our finance manager, Madam Agnes, but I can respond on behalf. Sorry that you lost your handy, please. It's not your phone. And I hope you're going to replace one. Actually, fees for January, they should be coming out because we are blending together with other new countries, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa, and so on. We should be having the new before the 20th of what is it called? Of December. Then everything is going to be on the website, but they'll be segregated. Don't worry about that. So great. But as always, yeah, you're gonna have it. And I would let you know, being ambassador, I think you are also an ambassador. It would be nicer to get back to the HISAs to get, the update of what's been happening. Very important, so that you have at least information rather than finger tips. Awesome.
Thank you very much. Any other questions from the students? Anyone? If you have a question, please raise your arm so that we can speed up the process right now as time is running out. Oh, actually, Madam Sivam Tonga, she's in. Madam, can you please, if you have a few words for us, some encouragements for the students, or any words for Mr. President, please come through.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Lukomona. Thank you, Liz, for the work that you're doing from Germany. It's really amazing to see people that have a heart for others back home. We have seen people travel and live in other places in the world, but they've never thought of really where they're coming from. But you are a rare breed. So I would love to applaud you for your kind heart and also for thinking about your brothers and sisters back home. To our students, I think we have walked this path together since last year. It's been a long way, but you've held on and you've had the faith. Thank you so much for having the faith in DLI. And for those that joined us in 2020, I think you have joined the right boat, which will take you places. Also, I think I would love to encourage our students to say, like Liz was saying, when you go there, learn to learn, be free, be open-minded. Can you also have a spirit to be free to ask questions where you're not free? Don't really feel like you know it all, because like that, you're going to make a lot of mistakes and people think you're taking them for granted. So where you're not sure, feel free to ask, make mistakes and learn from them. So, and those that did A1 and ended at A1, I would love to encourage you to continue practicing the language. I think from Mr. Lukomona and Madam Liz, I think we've heard that language is actually very important at that side. So it's something that you need to really work up on, so that when you are there, at least you're able to communicate with the people in Germany. And also you need to stay focused, know why you're going there. Don't just think you're going there to show up people back home to say, no, I'm now in Germany, posting pictures and the like. Of course, you can do those things, but you really need to understand why you are there. So you need to be focused so that you're able to achieve your goals. I think even Evans and Madam Liz, I think they've managed to stay this far to be where they are, and also to look out for their brothers and sisters because they've been focused. They knew what they wanted in life. So that is why today they are able to provide a roadmap for you guys that are coming up. So I would encourage you to really work hard. And even when you go that side through the UPEA, you're going to live with families there. I believe that we come from back here home in Zambia. I think we have strong family systems. So when you live with those people, their culture is totally different from ours. Learn from them. Don't be in a rush to do things. And also you need to have a bit of courtesy in people's homes. So I think those are some of the things that you need to work on. Don't take people for granted. Say, because they've opened their house to me, I can do as I please. You begin to leave your shoes anywhere in the sitting room or in the kitchen. Some people will not take it like that. Maybe you can do it back home, but others are really strict on how you keep their homes. So let's learn. Also, let's be courteous to other people that will come across. So I think I want to encourage each one of you. I've heard, is it George who was saying he's now packing his bags? Yeah, I think we are happy that there's light now at the end of the tunnel. We've waited for so long. Some of you had given up, but I would love to commend those of us from Hillcrest and Mpik. I think the first ones that have held on, and you are still here with us today. Despite going to different universities, you still continued. Most of you, I think, have done the A2, which is really good. So let's keep on practicing the language and we can achieve our goals one day. And then also we can look out for our younger brothers and sisters back home. Thank you so much, Mr. Lukomona. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you
For the work that you're doing.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
to the directors from the Zambian side and also from the German side, and also our HISA students. You are really amazing. You've made our work so easy. I think we have, I think Madam Chitusa will agree with me. we have really had a breather. You've made us rest. At least we can consult from you. Certain things you run around.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Apart
You
from
made
Africa,
us
no
rest. You are amazing. Thank you so much. And wish everyone the very best.
But George Lolele ni wapuishi mkwae.
Thank you. Mr. George, please.
Continue, Madam Mutonga, please. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that, madam. Thank you very much for your support, also for encouraging us and also uplifting us as ESAs, accepting us into DLI, and also accepting us in our functionality. Thank you very much. We are actually honored. As well as you all know, we are also representing you guys. So thank you very much actually for giving us the platform.
Okay.
Wait, did Madam Mutonga, did she finish?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ah, sorry, I didn't hear if the line was talking. Thank you so much, Madam Mutonga. Thank you so much. You don't have to thank me. We have to thank one another. One person can't do anything. I'm just a link person here. If you are not able to go up there, nothing can move. Thank you so much. And one thing I want to resound also is what you have said. Now you are in public. I was telling our dear ambassadors, all of them, to say, since you guys came in, now you have made us to start having some rest as well as your seniors. This is how you take care of your seniors.
We are sleeping.
Thank you so much.
Can I also just add something?
Please, definitely, Madam Boshe.
Yeah, no, I just want to also thank you for the team in Zambia and the team in Zambia, Mr. Chola and Mr. Evans, and also to the students to also keep in mind that this country, as much as it is welcoming, it's a country where they don't know how to handle foreigners because their education system is very, very different. If you come here, you come from the university or you come from the school or house building, the college, they expect you to know what you learned. Nobody's going to tell you to say, oh, you have to touch the computer there. You have to, and in that way, you're going to find this country very rough because to them, they expect you to do things their way. So in a nutshell, as much as it is welcoming, they felt even the refugees who came from Syria and all that, they were saying, we can't understand them. What? Because I worked at the refugee center there. They said, we know what they think. I said, talk to them. If you're in America or in England, they'll explain to you things, but not in this country. So as much as you're in Europe, in Germany, you know, before you get the sweet, there'll be a lot of bees on your faces to bite you. So don't expect everything to go well. It's nice, but what determines how you achieve things, it's your work and how you do a thing. Then they start telling you, oh, we didn't expect you to be like this. Because at the end of the day, don't remember that you one person, you're representing the whole of Africa. When you're here, you're not just representing yourself or your family, it's the whole Africa. It's Africanish, they're like this. But one person, where I work, there's, but how come you're so different? You're doing this and this, you know? Not that I'm praising myself. I know that I'm an asset where I work. And in wherever you are, know that am I a liability or am I an asset? What am I putting in? And this country is based on taxes. The money that you work for is what builds this country. So are you going to be part of them or not? So you have to ask yourself, when you're working, you're putting back into the system, you're going to work with your head up. Because they think every foreigner here is coming to get the money from the government. But make sure that you, from the back of your head, you're representing the whole billions of Africans in Africa, not just yourself. This is how you're going to tell yourself. That's all I wanted to say.
Awesome.
Yeah, very, very true.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Madam, microphone. Madam Belinda, microphone is on. I just want to add on, Mr. Fred, allow me to add something on Madam Bosha's message. This
Please
is very
do so.
important. First day, especially those that are coming immediately to work.
Sir, before you start, Madam Belinda, please mute your microphone. There's some noise in your background. Hello, Madam Belinda.
Let me switch her off here. It's like she's not on the computer.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, she has done. Thank you, Madam Belinda. Yes, like Madam Bosha says, here they need, if it's you are coming as a teacher, as a nurse, they know you know your job. First, second day, they are going to orient you. They take you here, or maybe 1 week orientation. The same person orienting you next week when you are working, you are going back to ask questions. Is or she's just going to say, don't you have a contract? They have got no time to waste. Every person has got a target to reach. So take note of that. And I can tell you the truth, like Madam Mutonga said, even when you come here as a worker, as au pair, as this and that, behave just in a right way and follow the rules. The problem, I can tell you the truth, I'm a Zambian. The only headache that I have is when I'm dealing with cases of Zambians in Germany. There's I don't care attitude. It's Mr. Rukomana. One time I was complaining, I think, to some ambassadors there. Here comes the boy and the girl. Last minute, they have to go back to Zambia. They finish their affair. Last minute, I'm receiving a call and everything as usual. 24 hours, I worked and prepared documents and stuff. I was calling the Minister of Foreign Affairs and to cut the story short, everything became well. They told me, okay, we will do their documents. Then I said, in Germany, if they say it's after 1 week, it has to be 1 week. I'm picking the call to telephone the house in the beholder, the foreign ministry. Please, how far is the situation? Because I was scared. How far is the situation? Then they are telling me, no, we gave them the visas just yesterday. When I got back to these people, the Zambian two, a boy and a girl, they were even casual. Sorry, so many things to do. We forgot to tell you. I told them to say, please, if you do not need me, do not get back to me. So when you come here, come with a different mindset. Don't be like any other Zambian right here in Germany. I'm still yet to count one Zambian whom I would say consistent with feedback and stuff. When we are in Germany, let's behave the way things are supposed to be. No time to waste here. Thank you so much. Sir, do you have any other question or we call it a day?
Oh, yes, sir. There's a question from Boniface Mumba. Mr. Boniface, can you come through, please? And the rest of you, please mute your microphones so that we can get the question clearly. Very important. Follow the meeting rules as stated before. Microphones, check and mute them.
All right, thank you. So my question is, what happens during au pair period, like concerning the lessons? Are the lessons put on pause or what during that period? Let's say it's 1 year. What happens during that period?
I've got you unawares. I've got one victim, nice victim there. Boniface, how are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. Nice.
From today, I want you to be reading all the documents or the messages, okay? Like I've always said, when you post something, of course, it's normal, you don't have electricity, the phone was off and stuff. Almost every day, ask your friends on the group, any news and any posting so that you're updated. I think even, was it yesterday on those documents? Please note, even when you come to Germany, as long as you are on our program, before you go to your university, you continue with our program. Okay?
All right.
Yes. Yes. Sir. 12 o'clock, you finish your au pair stuff. You've got too much to go in town, see nice lights and this and that, but don't forget about education continuity because there. We say now it's time for examinations. Okay, where are you? I'm in Munich. Where are you? I'm in Cologne. I'm in Berlin. I'm in Dresden. Focal point, come to DLI for the exams. We only need you for 1 day and you're going to do it, that continuity. Great.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Any other questions from the students, the colleagues here?
I think it's high time we closed. There's another meeting coming in 20 minutes. Go to drink some water.
All right. Thank you very much. I hope everybody has gotten one or two things from the Mr. President here and the other speakers that had a chance here to educate you guys. I hope you've gotten one or two points. I hope you've written them down and are able to practice on them in the near future, because what you've been given here is a one-time thing, and of course it is something that is very valuable to you. So please, I hope you are taking this seriously. As you've heard, there are a few Zambians there, and don't be one of the Zambians that brings shame to all of us, okay? Meaning one person, as Madam Liz spoke, one African can tarnish the whole Africa, just one person. I was in that situation before in Russia. When first time I went to Russia, we had Nigerians. Nigerians were the most hated Africans in Russia, actually. And when we went there, everybody was like, these Africans, they are bad, they're thieves, they crook people and stuff like that. So we're simply called Nigerians. They didn't know that. So wherever we would go, they would ask you, which country do you come from? Those who are educated, when they hear, oh, Zambia, I've never heard of Zambia, they'll let you in. But they hear Nigeria, they chase you away, they send you away. Because people started learning from there that Africa was not just based on one person. So of course you might expect this kind of reaction from Germany, because I mean, one African represents the whole Africa. One bad fruit represents the rest, and the rest become bad. So if we're all good and we tell them we're Zambians, trust me, the Zambian name is going to be forever uplifted and forever clean. So please take that into consideration. And what Madam Lisa said, please remember and sleep on it, dream on it. I don't know, practice on it somehow. Put it on the back of your head, talk about it. I don't know what you're gonna do, but please do that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Before we close with Madam Liz, I've seen Ambassador Agnes is there. This can't finish without your word. Madam Agnes, Ambassador Agnes, any word?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Can you get...
Hello.
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 Hello, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. I think everything has been exhausted. Madam Lee said everything. I can, but all I can say is that, I'm just going to talk about the financial part. Those who haven't paid, or rather those who are owing, let's see to it that we clear up our balances, so that at least we get the organization running, like they've mentioned earlier. So yeah, I wish everybody well. Those will be going. Yeah, and everything has been said. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Your last words, Madam Liz.
No, I think that was it. I've said enough for today. And I'm going to write down other topics we could talk about. I mean, if you need if you have any questions, you can forward them to Mr. Evans through DLI and Mr. Chola. But I'm available, and if you need to ask any question, I can give you a bit more information on the German working and living in Germany. One thing you have to ask yourself is, what do you want to do? What are you looking for? Is the first thing. How do you see your future when you come here? There's no way here that you're going to make a quick buck and go back to Zambia. No. Yeah.
Awesome.
There's a time in age 65 or anything like that. So if you're going to work here, know that you're not going to work 3 years and make money and go back to Zambia as a rich person. Nope. That's all I have to say now.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, the students' body. present here, directorate, ambassadors, prospective au pairs, workers in Germany, and so on and so forth, for your contribution and for your presence. This is really important and we resound. It's not only about the studies or au pair or just coming and working in Germany. We've got a lot of programs that are lined up together with the university service. Like I've always said, when we are representing the university service for the first time in their lifetime. They have existed in the entire Africa. It's a big plus.
Yeah.
Not only that, also we added the Baltic Sea International Campus of Kiev up north here. We are representing them in Africa as well for the first time by DLI. So now we cannot have such kind of achievements just as an office. It involves you as the student's body to do the right stuff. The directorship, chancellorship, what we have brought, when Germans come to Zambia to do anything or to start up something, like we have university service, they simply say, no, please talk to the directors in Zambia and who are with DLI. It's a big plus. So no government can deal directly with university service, and there are mega projects in Germany and world all over without getting back to our directors there. So this is a great achievement, but it has been successful because of your presence and your support. That's why we are always there for you. Come rain, come sunshine, we're going to support you and we're going to make sure. One of the fine days that I look forward to is where we are in a conference and there are so many students, so many Zambians, like Madam Osha said, who are present and we are represented as well. One thing, the strength that we've got is that, unlike Fred has said, unlike other countries, we can mention them like Nigeria especially, and other West African countries, Zambia has got a clean record. When I was at one time at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Hamburg, talking about au pair, they were shocked, they checked, Zambia is clean. They have got red buttons, red, green, and whatever. Zambia, and why are there not au pairs from Zambia? So she was talking, Nigeria, we cancelled them and everything. So even when you hear we have got centers now in Nigeria and these other countries, no au pair, we have reserved it for our beautiful mother Zambia. So we expect your support in terms of behavior, in terms of consistency, and in terms of anything that cements the bridge that we have created. I've always said this, do not always look to the government. No government is going to put food on your table, represent. People in the US, they're sleeping on the streets, no food. The government can't do it. No government, you are the only government. You are the only steerer of the vehicle that is moving. In that movie of your life, life is a movie. You are the only director. You are the only director. Other people can just talk. Like somebody said, oh, you hear this and that, this is scam and stuff. Here you are. They'll be looking to you when you are in Germany. Guess what? This has never happened to any other institute. University Service has even invited a couple of ambassadors there on their training in Germany. Why? Because of your contribution. This is about life. Check whom you talk to on the road to success. Who do you listen to? Whom do you embrace? Whom do you chill out with? Mr. Mkuka said something, Alex Mkuka said something. What do you do on Facebook? Are you still just here chatting with Rihanna or Beyonce or something? Your life has changed. Your focal point is Germany and Europe. Start researching about your future. I want to become a doctor, medicine in Deutschland. I want to become an engineer, engineering in Deutschland. I want to become a teacher, teaching in Germany. Information is on the internet. That's what I say. What I say on my mood here, what Madam Bosha says, everything is on the internet. Change your lifestyle, and your lifestyle determines your target and your future. Signing off, this is Evans Lukomana, and God bless you all. Let's keep working together. No quarrels, no infighting. Together we stand. We are going to put Zambia on the German map, which we have done. Thank you, Madam Bosha. Thank you, Madam Tonga, Madam Belinda, Madam Zimba,
That's true.
Mr. Kaluba, the ambassadors, and everybody. God bless
Thank you so much.
and keep safe. Corona
Thank
is
you for
dangerous.
your time. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Amen.
And have a good evening.
Bye.
Good evening. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Gute Nacht.
Gute Nacht.
Have a good evening.
Good night.
Gute Nacht.
Tschüss. Bis next Mal.
Tschüss. Bis später.
Today we haven't even spoken German language. What happened, Fred?
Ich weiß nicht.
Das ist nicht gut. Müssen wir Deutsch
Warum?
reden?
Wir sind sehr müde.
Müde. Oh, das ist sehr gut. Müde ist besser zum Schlafen.
Ja.
Okay,
also ich
Alle
möchte
Deutschsprecher
schlafen.
ist weg von der Kopf.
Genau.
Okay, good night.
Bye bye, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
George, Haggai, Fred, 1 second,
Yes, sir.
please, before I go to eat my shima.
Oh.
Okay, yes, sir.
The Shima people.
Yeah, you remain behind, please. Oh, no,
Okay.
no, sorry, not remaining behind. I'm going to switch off because it has to be saved. We have to save.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, then I'm
Alright.
going to call you on Zoom, yeah? Later.
Yes, what you do is just, how do you save your pictures?
Brother George, a quick one.
You can just close, I think, and then it will start saving. Close it, then you can open a new one.
Yeah, that's how it is. When I just say end, then automatically it starts.
All right.
Saving.
We'll join through then after.
Awesome. Oh.
Sir, there's someone who wants to talk to me about a quick one. I don't know who.
Okay, we are recording. No, okay, let me pause the recording.
Pause.